Weather report for the 20th. Cloudy with a little bit of sun. Hey peeps, Merry Vlogmas day 20. How is it day 20? That's not possible. So I'm heading up to London this afternoon. I'm on the 1 train, well the 18 minutes past 1 train. I didn't quite get everything I'd done that I wanted to do this morning, so I'm hoping I can get some work done when I get to Wilson's later, because he won't be home till probably 6:30, 6:45, so I do have some time. I get this train because it allows me to miss the majority of rush hour traffic, in theory, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I've got to head down to the main house. Before I go though, can we just appreciate how cute? How cute. You got your white bits on show, Chiana. She is fast asleep. Pardon?
Why is that on there?
No, it is now. Dad's wrapping Christmas presents.
I'm coming.
He was saying funny things, and the minute I turned the camera on, he stopped. He's arrived.
I've arrived.
He's arrived.
Yes.
Mum's here too.
The major event is here.
Yes. I'm sorry. Merry Vlogmas!
Yeah.
Day 20!
Merry Vlogmas!
How is that possible? There you go.
Day 20, wow.
I know.
We were partying last night. We had a wonderful book club Christmas. Oh!
It's a gold one.
Oh, I thought it was 2 for a minute.
Didn't even wake up till 8:30.
Scrumble nutty.
Scrambled.
8:30?
8:30.
Gosh. Dirty stop house. Oh, yours is at the top.
Right.
Let's hope it's not coffee.
Yep. I haven't seen this one before.
Oh! It's, I think.
Coffee!
No. Crisp hazelnut covered speciality with smooth hazelnut filling and almond centre.
Oh.
He's just going to say things when he opens it.
Well, it's going to be blonde, isn't it? Chocolate. Okay,
Yeah,
chocolate.
Yeah. You might like it.
Yes. Oh.
It's got the filling and it's got nuts flying
off
everywhere.
It actually looks quite nice. Yes.
But Mum's just happy. Mum's been happy every day. How long did your 5 truffles last? About an hour? No.
I had 3 in the morning, and then I had 2 in the evening, which was lovely. So yeah.
We haven't had any.
I'd like 5 every day.
Passable. What a terrible, awful thing to say about something.
Oh, especially chocolate. That's a bit sad. Right,
Well,
where's mine?
sad is even better actually.
A bit sad, was it? Mine's down in the bottom corner here. See if I can get into it. Oh, it's a crunchy. I like these.
So do I.
Yeah, no. You had my caramel. He had my caramel the other day. I offered it to him. He turned his nose up at the chunk of dairy milk chocolate. Then just looked really sad because he got like 2 chocolates out of 5 that he could eat, so I gave him my caramel. But you're not having my crunchy.
No. I would say not. Definitely not.
And then I've got some Christmas cards to open. Some of these went to my PO box. I'm gonna finish this first.
Shall I carry on wrapping Christmas presents?
First of all,
Yep.
no photo bombing.
No, I behave myself these days.
Huh? What are these lies?
It's good.
It's actually quite impressive that this card turned up. This is from Natasha, because I recognise the writing. But she put a picture up of her cat. Well, not her cat, but there's a cat called Florian that comes to visit. And he just sprawled himself out over all of the Christmas cards. And she had her list of people that she was sending it to. And pretty much every name was crossed off except for mine. So I'm pleased that this has arrived. Dear Sean, Jane, Danny, and all of the fluffy and non-fluffy clan. Actually, that's quite noisy. I'm sorry.
I'm redundant.
Well, no, it's just that yesterday when you'd gone to then go and get the bits of meat, it was so loud. When I was editing, it was like, ah.
I know, cooking is loud.
Yes. So, dearest Sean, Jane, Danny, and all of the fluffy and non-fluffy clan, enjoy the magic of Christmas and have a splendid 2020 with much love, Tatty and the boy. That's what her boyfriend's called. See, even my best friend has a nickname for her boyfriend, so I'm not that weird.
That is an acknowledgement that you are weird.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody knows this. So this is all the way from Miami.
Wow.
We have snowman.
Do they have snow in Miami?
I think it's a bad day in hell. I think it's a really bad day if they have snow in
I would
Miami.
say so.
Greetings of the season with lots of good cheer for a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for all you do. Really enjoy the pattern swap and of course the waffle. Happy Christmas from Caroline. Thank you, Caroline. And then this one is from Atwater in, I think, Ohio, OH. That makes sense to me, but then some of the 2-letter state codes don't make sense whatsoever. So if it's not Ohio, I'm sorry. This is from Amelia Smith. Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, I love the one with the red nose.
Yeah. Oh, they're adorable. Have yourself a meowy little Christmas. Wishing you the most perfect Christmas season. Sean, just a note to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and thank you for sharing your gifts and talents and your life with all of us. You continue to inspire with your creative sewing, but also your personal health struggles as you battle through them. Sean, you motivate the rest of us to keep going even when we are not feeling our best. I hope Santa is... Oh, I can't read that.
Can't?
No. I hope Santa is something good to you this year. Best wishes for a very successful and healthy new year from Amelia. Thank you very much, Amelia. That's very much appreciated. And I love the card as well. So thank you. Yes, Dad's probably going to translate for me now. But thank you very much. And these are all going to go into the pile. We're going to put some string across the mirrors so that we can hang the cards from there because we just ran out of space on the dresser and it drives Mum nuts apparently.
It says extra special.
Oh, extra special. Thank you. Extra special.
Well, this is easy to read handwriting. It's very clear. It's very good.
I mean, it's beautiful handwriting.
Yeah.
It's cursive. It's beautiful, but I clearly am just a little bit not with it today, so there we go. Anyway, I've got some hand sewing to do on my coat before we leave. I have got time. Oh, I don't know if I have actually, because we're going to leave in 15 minutes, so perhaps not. Maybe I'll take a needle and thread with me and do it on the train. Yeah, that won't look weird at all.
One eternity later.
I've made it. That was not the most fun journey ever. The train at Shanklin was late, which meant that I had to run for the ferry, and then the ferry was late getting in, which meant that I had to run for the next train, which I managed to get on with 1 minute to spare, thank goodness. And then turns out something's going wrong at Guildford, so we had to completely reroute, so the train was going around a longer way, and because I'd been running from all of those places, I didn't have time to get any food anywhere, so I was expecting a refreshment car, and no refreshments on the train. They're on holiday now until the 6th of January. Fun times. At least the tube wasn't too bad. I managed to get a seat on both of the tubes that I have to get on, so that was okay. And I've got to Wilson's house, and there's a parcel waiting for me. So I'm going to put that down while I tell you this story time kind of thing. Nancy, very lovely Nancy, bought me a £50 gift voucher for Sherwood's for my Christmas present. Thank you very much, that was lovely of you. At Sherwood's, if you order £75 or more, do free shipping. And they used to do that to the Isle of Wight, but they've now decided that the Isle of Wight should be classed in with Jersey and Guernsey and the Isle of Man because we're an island. Royal Mail classes as part of the mainland UK. But no, so they've now, it doesn't matter how much money you spend, you have to, it's going to be £10 for shipping from Sherwood's. So I got around that by having it shipped to Wilson's house because he lives in London, which is definitely in the mainland of the UK. Then they were also doing a discount which was 25% off, and it's still valid until the 2nd of January. It was just as a way of them saying thank you to, as they classed it, their loyal customers. Now it turns out that you can't have the discount code and a gift voucher on the same order, so yeah, that was fun. So I rang them up, and then the girl there didn't know what to do, because she's like, well, there's only, you know, you'd have to take the discount code off. And I said, yeah, but like the gift voucher is not a discount. The gift voucher, somebody has paid money for this. She's like, yeah, no, I do understand. So anyway, spoke to the manager. Next day they rang me back and they said, what you're going to need to do is place the order and then put in the notes the number and the gift voucher, and then we'll refund you the £50 to your account. It's like, okay, that's fine. So I've ended up with, I think it was £135 worth of fabric for what turned out to be £74 and 86 pence, but they did still give me free shipping even though I was under the £75 limit. So, and like I say, it's arrived. So let me open it and show you what I got. And this is, like I say, my Christmas present from Nancy, and then I bought some fabric for myself to kind of top up the order to make it over £75, even though I didn't quite manage that. So let me show you. Oh, and they've sent me a gift voucher for £10 off my next order. That's really nice of them. It's valid until the 31st of December. Oh no. Might have to do some more shopping. Actually, I have nearly another 200 points to add to another order, which is another £10 off. But then I've got to spend over 75. No, I don't need any more fabric, but this is very nice. Having said I don't need any more fabric, I have fabric. This is the first one I got. Both of these are Lady McElroy prints. This is the Coral Carnation, I think it's called, and it's a georgette. It is 100% polyester. I saw this, right now I can't remember her name, but the Experimental Space, the lady that designs those patterns, has made up one of the blouses in this fabric as a dress, and it is stunning. So I've been fantasizing about this fabric ever since then, and I may well make the same top. I don't think I'd make the dress the way that she did because it's a pencil skirt dress and I just don't wear those, but I definitely think this would make an awesome blouse. And I have 3 meters of this one, and it is beautiful. And then I bought 5 meters of this viscose, and it's the viscose Loretta Lawn, so it has 2% spandex in it. I made my Sew Over Eve dress in the Cobra Corsage out of this fabric, and it's really comfortable to wear, and I just absolutely loved this print. It's called Woodland Harmony, and it's a dark green background, which you can actually see here on the website. It looks very black, but it is dark green. It's really pretty. And again, I was thinking some kind of long sleeved shirt dress, that probably maxi if I can figure out how to do that. Probably, I know I keep banging on about it, but I really like this McCall's pattern, so I'm hoping to make that one up. So yeah, I got this fabric and this fabric. Let's see if I can get a nice thumbnail. Yeah, now I've just got to fold them all back up again and put them neatly away in my suitcase so that I can take them back to the island with me on Monday. It's been an eventful day. I didn't get up early enough to film the video that I wanted to film. I did read all the comments yesterday, and it's kind of a mix between you guys liking to see what I choose because you enjoy my style, and then you wanting to see what other people would choose because it would be interesting to see other people's tastes represented. Now obviously I asked the question, so I asked you guys for your input. The thing is, like, I know I'm not fashionable. I've never tried to keep up with fashion. It's never been something that's interested me in that way, because I want to dress for things that suit me and that I think I look good in, and I have kind of narrowed down my style to a degree, and I really like the things I wear, but it can be, I mean, I was looking through my all the 12s of 2019 that I've recorded, because I need to do the voiceover for those once I finish December makes. So that's going to be a video that comes out in January. And yes, I do agree, there is a lot of kind of sameness in the types of silhouettes that I like, but that is one of the things that I enjoy about sewing, is that I can make the things that I like in the fabrics that I like, in the styles that I like, that I think suit me. It's kind of, it's not that I don't want to do different, like, you know, if somebody sent me, I don't know, what sort of things don't I wear? Well, really high fashion stuff. I mean, all the stuff that I'm finding to show you guys that then, like, there's, oh, this is the expensive one and this is the pattern. These are all recent and new releases on Net-a-Porter and things like that, so it is fashion, but it happens to be the sort of style that I like. There's a lot of stuff on there that I don't show you because whilst I love it, I either wouldn't wear it because it wouldn't suit me, or I can't think of a pattern probably or I can't think of a pattern that would be close enough that you could recreate that kind of look, because there's some amazing stuff from Vivienne Westwood that's all draped and things like that, but that's all about the way that the underpinnings are done, the corsets and stuff, that, or the corselettes that go into those kind of clothing. For somebody else as well asked, how would you guys let me know what you would like me to try and track down for you? There's this email address, so send, like, just say look for less in the title and say found this, where could you perhaps find a pattern that would work for this, or what patterns do you think we could Franken pattern together to make it work? Whilst it's not me kind of, I've got 10 items that I want to show you for the next Get the Look for Less video, and they are all very, very me, and a lot of them are from the same designers that I've shown you already, because I gravitate towards those things because they're the sort of things that I like and would wear. So, you know, wide-legged, high-waisted trousers, fit and flare dresses, fit and flare coats. There are a few different things in there, but not that many. I would very much like you guys to send me in pictures of stuff that you find, and if I can find a pattern, or if I can think of a pattern, then I will feature those in videos. And like I say, this email address is where to send those to. Yeah, it was really interesting reading the comments though, because it kind of made me think as well. And I watch a lot of different vloggers that I love their style, and then I watch a lot of different vloggers that I would never wear the things that they make because they wouldn't suit me, but I appreciate the fact that they've made them and they look great on them, and it's nice to see variety. So it's one of those things where it's kind of, yeah, it was something that I sort of suddenly thought, well, yeah, actually, you know, my style isn't particularly on trend or up to date, and I do wear a lot of the same silhouette, and it is one of those things. The whole reason I started my blog, which was probably about 10 years ago now, was because I was living in a uniform of jeggings and tops. Jeggings, tops. And I had this giant wardrobe full of beautiful clothes that I just wasn't wearing very often, so and lots of it was vintage and sort of fit and flare and that kind of stuff, but I was just living in this sort of uniform. So that's why I started the blog, because I wanted sort of a reason to dress up daily, to take photos, to then be like, oh, this is what I'm wearing and this is what I'm wearing, because I enjoyed reading those kind of style blogs myself. I think there was one called What Katie Wore Next, and the boyfriend had challenged her to wear a different outfit every day, and that went on for like 3 years, I think, and she came up with some crazy outfits and never wore the same thing twice in the same combination twice, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed that, but a lot of the stuff that she wore I would never wear, so it was I still enjoyed consuming it, looking at it, watching what she come up with, but majority of the time it wouldn't be stuff that I'd be like, ah, yes, I want to do that myself. Although there were a few, I think there was a H&M skirt that I still have now that I saw her wearing that I tracked down and bought for myself. It's interesting. I'm kind of waffling along on a tangent here, and it's weird standing up and talking to you actually. It's very strange. Thank you very much for all the comments yesterday. It was interesting reading your guys' responses. I do think I want to feature some stuff that isn't necessarily 100% my taste, but I think that's another reason that I find the things that I find easy, is because it's like, oh, I love that, and those patterns have stuck in my head, because I'm sure there's loads of stuff that I see that there are patterns out there, but because they don't appeal directly to me, they don't lodge in my head the way that some of the other ones do. It's going to be an interesting challenge. I look forward to it. But on that note, I've been waffling at you for 13 minutes. I was worried today's vlog was going to be short. Apparently not. So I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to fold the fabric up and tidy up in here because I've made a bit of a mess. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded, and then I'm going to wait for Wilson to come home, which I'm very excited about. So yay. I hope you've enjoyed the little bit that I have filmed today, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.